Okay, I did find it. Oh. I'm fearless, ready to fall, ready to love you. I ain't scared. What's up? Okay, so this video may be posted a little bit whiles back because I just thought, okay, my family's not home, so I'm not like talking weird or talking soft, and I think the high school video needs to happen now while it's still fresh in my brain. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and of course senior year. The goods and the bads of what I can remember, and the big hallmark moments of my life there. So my freshman year, I put color guard, 4-H, student council, and green club. Those are the clubs that I were a part of. I didn't continue StuCo out. I just did it for that 1 year. I saw it was kind of like using me as a worker bee just to do stuff for the dances, and then I wasn't really interested in staying and coming and doing that type of stuff. So I dropped it after that year. Green club, I think I did green club for like, I think a year or two, probably 2 years, and it was nice and all. But the club life was discontinued, and it was ran by this one Spanish teacher. But then green club was picked up by another history teacher, and my friend, she helped run it. Kind of like the recycling clubs. They would have recycling bins in every teacher's classrooms, and then they would take the bins and then dump them. And of course, color guard that I stayed in for 4 years. I loved it. Best memories. And in 4-H, I was actually a part of 4-H since I was in 3rd grade, but then I just joined the 4-H club at my high school. And relationships and my friends, I went from middle school to high school, my same crop of friends, gaining new friends. I used to dance, so I had my friends from dance with me there too. I think the 2nd semester, me and my boyfriend of 3 years, no, 2 years, 3 years, of 3 years, got together like the next semester of my freshman year. So that's pretty cool. Getting in touch with a new school, of course I was scared. That's the one thing I hate. I hate change. I hate moving. Like right now I'm like loathing to go to Tulane because there's so much for me to have to learn. Like coursework was easy, and my one AP class, AP Human Geography, which I took as a joke, didn't study much until it was the exam, and I was really trying to get that 3, and I like read the overviews of the textbook, and I somehow got a 3, and I was like, okay Raj, now that you know that you can actually deal with these AP tests, I think you need to really take it more seriously for the next 3 years, which I kind of did, excluding this last year. Okay, but overall it was an easy year. Moving on to sophomore year, I did the same thing, color guard, 4-H. I added some clubs, I dropped some clubs. I dropped a green club in StuCo. I added the Interact Club, which is a community service club dealing with our local Rotary Club here. And, you know, we just do what it do. We're the high school version, and there's a college version called Rotaract. I did this student advisory team, which is where like we met with our administrators when it was met with principal, and we would just meet and talk about things that we would love to change about our high school. And it was pretty helpful, but then it kind of dropped. It dropped after my principal left, because in my 4 years I've had a total of 3 principals. So sophomore year was the same as usual. Same friends, relationship was still going strong. It was easy. All I had was AP Government and Politics. This was the saddest moment when my dog Pepper had died, and I was kind of like in a slump. Sophomore year, that year where like nobody cares about the sophomores. You're just there to be there. There's nothing special about the sophomores. I was kind of like at the point where I was. Sassy, you're so bright. You're making my camera look weird. Next is junior year. Same stuff. I started getting to more leadership positions. Interact, I became like public relations, and you know, 4-H, I was, you know, vice president or something. I started getting into those leadership roles, and you know, just taking advantage of my opportunities. I went to DC that summer, which is very amazing. I love going to DC. That's on my bucket list of like trips to go to. I need to go back to DC and New York. But you know, that was a time where you had to start looking at ACTs and everything, and like, oh my god, ACT, what is going on? I'm narrowing down colleges. I did college tours my sophomore year, going back there. I went towards Xavier University, but every year I would always go to LSU because of this 4-H, my 4-H organization, that we have our state conference at LSU, and we stay in our dorms. We eat their food. We roam around campus. So that was kind of like my every year college tour that I always went on. So I always toured LSU, Tulane, Xavier. We went to University of Louisiana at Monroe, ULM for short. Out of state, we went to Texas, University of Texas at Austin, or UT of Austin. We went there. That was when I was really loving Texas, and I was like, oh my God, I need to move to Texas. But things happen. And so yeah, that was really just it. Junior year, that was kind of the workload. Like, I managed junior year way better than I did senior year. I had AP, US history. I doubled up on my science, so I took chemistry honors and I took AP biology too in that same year. And then I started AP English in language and composition. So it was kind of a heavy load, packed full of it. I got a job, I think, around the end of my sophomore year. In that summer, I had my first job when I was 15, 16 at a Route 21 store. And then I switched over in the summer to Old Navy, and then I was recently working at Winn-Dixie, but I stopped because I wanted my summer to be for myself, for me to sit, relax, conduct my thoughts for college. So now, finally, to the last and most fresh in my brain year is senior year, which went by so fast, yet during the time it went by so slow. So in the beginning, it was really just about college, and scholarships. That was my main focus throughout it all. The 5 colleges that I applied to, maybe 5 or 6, I applied to Loyola University, Tulane, LSU, Xavier. I didn't apply to ULM. I applied to Baylor. I think I said Baylor College or Baylor University in Waco, Texas. That was my one and only Texas college that I applied. So once you start looking at the application fees that you need, the only application fee that I paid for was LSU, which was $50. And I'm like, where are the free applications? I applied to this one college in Mississippi called Millsaps College. Loved DC. I was like, I'm gonna apply to Howard University. I'm gonna apply to Spelman. All these great HBCUs because I want the HBCU experience. And things just don't happen like that. According to the census, I will be going to a PWI instead of a HBCU. A PWI is a predominantly white institution, but it's okay. And I think it's gonna be interesting kind of analyzing and searching into how it is being an African-American student in a PWI and versus going to an HBCU like Xavier. Xavier is amazing. So much culture, so much power, and just so much identity there. And Tulane's quote-unquote ordinary person or census is white, female, Jewish. Not like there are more females that go to Tulane than men in the ratio. So it really is going to be interesting to see how I will fit in, how my posse will fit in, because we're all come from different backgrounds, very culturally enriched backgrounds, and it's going to be interesting how our university will perceive us. So going on today. But what are we talking about that for? We're talking about high school. See, I'm just ready to put high school in the books. So let's finish this video. Coursework wasn't really heavy, but it was very relaxed. But senioritis is real. That is something that will attack you and suck out your insides and everything. Because once that laziness sits in, and when you finally have everything set into stone as to like, oh, I'll be going to this university. Oh, I have this scholarship. Oh, doing dorm shopping. When everything becomes real, you become to get lazier and lazier and lazier, and you're not going to be keeping much up with your senior year. It can happen to you, but it's easy to get back on track, which is what exactly that I did. Still did my things. I was president of my 4-H club, president of my 4-H Junior Leaders Club in the parish, captain of my color guard team for band, vice president for Interact, homecoming queen, and that was like all happened first semester, and it was very exciting. It was something that I really loved. Okay, this dog is trying to attack me now. She's leaving. Something I was very excited about, and everything happened all at once. So I think that's where like, oh my God, like this is going to be the best senior year ever happened. But then the senioritis hit, boom, in the second semester I was done. I got all straight A's every semester. We have 4 quarters. Well, I am all 4 quarters, all A's. So I graduated summa cum laude. But still, it's a struggle bus to finish that well. And with me, we have this program down here where we can kind of do coursework related to a career pathway, and I did career exploration, which dealt of course with the medical field, and I got CPR certified. I got first aid, AED, emergency medical responder certified. All that was happening, and what would happen, we would travel to that other facility like every single day. At the second, like after lunch, we would just travel over there for half our day. And so it was great to have new scenery, see something outside of high school, and just staying in, you know, the same building like every single day. It was refreshing, but you know, so much freedom was given at us that, you know, we sometimes took advantage of it. And, you know, okay, now you're not gonna be showing my thing. So that's kind of what happens. So the one thing that, you know, the good things were happening. Football was just very exciting. We made it all the way to state championships. We were runner up. We didn't win the final game, but we made it that far. And it's been like since, it's been a while since our team actually went to the Dome, which is where all football state championship games happens at any level. Is at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So, you know, going to the Dome is very exciting. That was the highlight of like everybody's senior year. The school spirit was there. It was present from beginning to end. And also shouting out to our softball team. They also made it to state and were state runner-ups as well. So it was very exciting for everybody in all of our sports teams. But you know, where I come from, it's very football heavy, and so of course that was like the big to-do of the semester and of the year, of course. So now with this 1 year, it was dealing with, you know, handling everything ending. Like I said, I didn't like change as much, and you know, I had to, you know, come to facts and come to realization that I may not talk to these people ever again. I may only see them in the store and wave hello and, you know, talk here and there, but then, oh, we gotta go somewhere, so we part ways. And, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, be with people for so long, and then you may not talk to them the same way like you usually talk to them in like the near future. That's what scared me. I cried about it. But I'm over it, because, you know, going into my university, it's probably hard for other people to like go in there with nobody, with no one, especially people who are going out of state who don't really know many people. But me, I think that's the good thing with my scholarship, was all the resources that I have. I have my posse of, including me, 10 people who I can talk to on campus. I have my roommate. I have all these other sources of adults. Put a clip in there from when you know, I went homecoming queen, and just looking back on it, it's amazing. I finished off strong, you know, leadership positions, doing this, doing that. I forgot to mention that I volunteered at the hospital my sophomore and junior year. Like, I did everything. And, you know, looking back really on this video, and then of course looking back on my resume that's gazillions of long, it's gonna be a lot to look at and to reflect on and say, oh yeah, I remember I did this. So I think that's gonna be good. But just to really say, you know, how it is. You know, my friends, they didn't really change a lot. Yeah, there'd be some times where I would talk to this person more than I talk to this person, but I hope that whenever I need them, I can, you know, at least text them and say, hey, what's going on? You know, high school was great. It was a great experience. I'm happy to spill all this out in a video. Who knows if I even talked about everything, because like I said, high school is like faded away too, so that's why I need to document everything that I can now. And my dog is like, why have you come to bother me, dog? Why have you come to bother me? But yeah, Sassy was there for the last part of it. Yeah. But once again, we about to log out. Like, comment, share. Okay. She's so blonde. Like, she make her camera look weird, my dude. Okay.